843 TV, where the Low Country comes to speak.
.843 TV,
where communities come to speak.
Welcome to 843 TV. We are at the Beaufort County Library at the Beaufort branch, and today we've got Amanda Brewer Dickman, who is the library director, and she's going to share all about what's happening this summer and a new branch opening. Thank you for joining us, and thanks for having us, actually.
Absolutely, you are our guest.
Well, we are happy to be here, and we talked with you a few years ago, I remember, and in the meantime, lots happening, but tell us about your role real quick and how long you've been in this position.
Sure. I have the pleasure of being the director of the Beaufort County Library System. That means that I get to oversee the operations of 5, now 6
yes.
libraries, 2 bookmobiles. So I really get to make sure that we're providing the library resources that our Beaufort County residents desire.
So I understand a new branch is opening soon. Tell us about where that is.
You know, we are really excited to have our 6th location opening up in the town of Port Royal. So right along Paris Avenue at 1408, we are planning to open up our newest library. It will be right there in the main historic part of the town, and we hope to be able to provide all the services and resources people have come to expect from our libraries.
Also, that's going to be named after the former mayor. Tell us about that.
That's right. You know, our library board and our county council wanted to recognize the efforts of former Mayor Samuel E. Murray. His legacy of service to the town of Port Royal has kind of made it what it is today, and so we wanted to take this opportunity to recognize his legacy.
It kind of got a cozy feel, you were telling us. A little special atmosphere there.
Yeah, the building itself is one of our smallest, just by a few square feet, but it will be cozy and quaint. It will have browsing features. It will have areas for children, areas for adults. It will have a small study room that people can use if they need a little bit of quiet area. It will also have a meeting room that people can reserve, and where we will also host exciting events for the public.
Yeah, well, when do you expect that to open?
You know, that's my favorite question. Maybe not so favorite these days, but we are really anxious to be able to put a date out there for the community to circle and put on their calendar and join us for a ribbon cutting. We're not quite there yet. We still have some more things to do. Primarily, we have to get our 5,000 items and catalog those and get them ready for the shelf.
How do you get those items?
Well, we work with book vendors to be able to pre-select so that they all come in on time when we need them. So we're anxiously awaiting that shipment.
It's kind of so refreshing to think about the library experience, because today's times, you know, the physical books with all the cell phones is kind of something that's this generation now doesn't really spend a lot of time in books. So I remember going to the library and, like you said, the cozy experience, sitting in a chair, looking at the card catalog. God, that's dating myself there, but it's just a great experience. So for summertime, especially with families and kids out of school, what are some summer programs that will be happening in the other branches that folks can look forward to?
Well, sure. We love summer. Summer is when libraries get to shine, and so we put our best foot forward and try to provide events and activities that we know kids and kids of all ages, kids at heart, will enjoy. So this summer, I'm very excited about attending myself. We have a Jungle Jim who's going to be at several of our branches, so he does juggling as well as literacy kind of based things to get people excited about reading. We also will have a story ship, a pirate-themed kind of summer reading experience. And those are some of our special events that were happening, but we also have our summer reading game, which I know we'll talk about later, but that summer reading game is our opportunity to make summer reading fun and just to have people read on their device, on the beach, whether it's paperback, hardcover, nonfiction, romance, we don't care. As long as they're reading, we want to reward that choice to become lifelong readers.
Let's talk about something basic. What are the requirements to join the library or sign up books? How does that work these days?
I love that question. You have to be a magic age of 4 years old.
Wow, okay. I remember my kids getting their first library card. Very exciting.
So as long as you're 4 years old or older, you are eligible for a library card. We ask that you provide your address so that we know that you're living in Beaufort County, and then we are able to provide you with your library card, whether it's your first one or your 7th one. We're able to keep you in business with the library.
That's great. You can come pick out books, rent out. What else besides books do you have?
You know, the libraries are so much more than books. I love being able to talk about this part. We are in the business of books. That will never change. But we are also in the business of ebooks and audiobooks. So we know that there are people who use their library at midnight on a Monday trying to find an audiobook to listen to on the walk the next morning or on their drive to travel across the country. So we're books, but we're also downloadable audiobooks and ebooks and movies, TV series, and more. I bet you didn't expect that from your library.
No, but that's great.
We also offer digital magazines and access to that through tablets or computers. But aside from books and things that you can consume, we are a place that in every community offers meeting rooms. We offer free fax and scan, even translation service. So we have a machine in every one of our libraries where you can scan a document, scan it to your email, fax it to a business or a place that you need to send it to, or even translate a document into another language.
I bet people didn't know about that for sure. I'll tell you what, great stuff, but we're going to be back with more. So stick around. We'll be back with more 843 TV.